Scrapbookers, so I'm going to be making my number 9 layout today using the Kelly Perky Mon Ami 6x6 paper pad as my inspiration for a homemade kit. And I've already finished it, and so you'll see the video in just a second, but I've already packed up the kit, so I'm done using this kit. Woohoo! It doesn't mean I'll never use this stuff again, but I'm happy to not look at it for a while. So I'll just show you, I'll go through and show you the 9 layouts that I made with it. And I really think this is a great way for me to get layouts done, because if I have some kind of macro goal that's not overwhelming, I think it just makes it easy. So the layout that we'll be working on today is this one. It's 8.5 by 11, and it's pretty basic. I just did three photos, and then embellishment, and then one more that looks a bit out of place, but I'm totally fine with it. But that's number 9, and then ta-da, this was number 8, this was number 7, number 6, oops, hold on. Remember the, right? No, we didn't use that side. Number 5, number 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ta-da! So that was 9 layouts with one homemade kit inspired by a 6x6 paper pad. I really like this formula, so I'm going to be repeating it. And yeah, so, but anyways, in the meantime, take a look at how I made this layout. And thanks for watching. I'm Katie Scott, and go get 3 photos, or 2 if you don't want to use up every bit of white space on the page like I do. And let's start scrapbooking. Hi scrapbookers. So I'm up with my layout number 9, and what I had done was I took some of the papers that I had already pulled for this pack, and I misted them. So I did the little spray mist, like doot thing, and let it dry before turning this on. And also I cut them into 8.5 by 11 mats, and so I'm just gonna take one of them. They're all fairly neutral, so it doesn't matter too much, I don't think, which one I choose. But I just wanted to make a quick little layout and see indeed if I could make that quick. So this didn't take me very long while I was uploading the other video that after I make the video I have to upload it to YouTube, and that a lot of times takes a long time. So it puts like this barrier of time in between making videos. So that's a little bit annoying, but oh well, what are you gonna do? So these pictures were taken when we got to North Conway, went on our trip to New Hampshire this past winter, and just kind of cutting some of these down. I know I could probably cut them down even more. Just see if I can cut them down to maybe like 5 inches wide. So I'm not doing anything earth-shattering, just trimming them down a little bit. I work with, for the most part, I work with 4x6 photos that I have printed at either Walgreens or Shutterfly. Very occasionally I'll print at home, but I don't think the quality is as good, so it's not. So, well, it's not the way I do it. I mean, maybe there's a way to do it better. And I've got this chimney kind of in the background of these photos, so I'm kind of going to line that up and then just almost, yeah, I'm just going to line them up down the middle of the page and then see what happens next. Not sure I have a huge plan here. I don't have a huge plan here. And I'm also kind of thinking, like, maybe I should keep going with the layouts that I've made from this kit, and then another part of me really wants to move on to the next kit. So I'm a little on the fence there. There is a thread over at Get It Scrapped as to how many layouts do you make with one kit. And I think, like, generally, like, most people were saying 4 or 5 layouts per kit. So I have challenged myself to make 9 layouts with this homemade kit, which probably has more in it than most store-bought kits would have. But I would imagine if you were doing digital, then, you know, you would, you know, you wouldn't ever run out of the kit. You could keep using it forever if you wanted to. I'm sure you wouldn't want to, but it's not like you run out of ease like you do with your paper scraps. So I'm still resisting the urge to go down to my local scrapbook store. I think it is like International Scrapbook Day coming up this weekend. I think it is. And I don't think that they're having a special sale, which kind of surprises me. So, and I'm also a little bit glad because that makes it less likely that I'll go. But then I looked up their store hours and they're open till 8 tonight. So I could theoretically go after my husband gets home from work. Because we have, my son has a friend over. So, I always say, we'll leave our kids, you know, alone. But it's not, if we have a friend over, it's not like you can leave somebody else's kid. So, yeah. So let's see. I think I'm just going to do that. Let's see, maybe this. Yeah, something like not so earth-shattering, but just a little, I don't know, I think that the way I've done this part, this stuff, it would make more sense to put it this way. Go like this. So the splatter kind of goes in this upward direction, so I'm going to put my embellishments going that same way. That had some kind of a covering on it. Weird. And then I'll just maybe kind of cut this a little bit. This is, I don't know where this came from. It's see-through, and I honestly don't know if it's old or new. It could be really either. Everything comes back around, right? But I'm really not sure if that's old or new. I don't know. So yeah, these pictures were taken when we first got to North Conway, and we were like kind of delirious from driving, which also like totally reinforced what a good idea it was not to drive from Florida to New Hampshire. So therefore, maybe I will grab, if I've got some kind of airplane icon. Let me see if I have one in here. So here's an old-timey airplane. I don't think I want that. It seems like I ought to have, oh, here we go. I don't think this is going to work though now, the way I've set up the page. Scenic Airways. Yeah, that's not going to work. I could have thought that out a little better. Oh well. Oops. And the funny thing too is, like, when we got to New Hampshire, we stayed with Debbie, which was great, but then also it was kind of like, then we were like, well, why aren't we need to get up to that mountain. So we, this day we were like, there was supposed to be a snowstorm the day that this happened, and then the storm didn't really come, so we were like, let's go now. So we did that. I don't see an airplane there. Oh well. Oops. We'll be right back. Hey, scrapbookers. So I'm back, and let's see. This says the weather was, so I made the boys, they wanted pizza. But I was like, how about I make you something? So I did. I don't think that's going to work, the weather was. But it would work for the story, but I don't think it's going to work right there. So, leaving on a jet plane, no. Oh, what else do we got? Thankful. That could work. No, I don't have a huge plan with this. I just started. Going. So, there you go. So I'm just doing like a little cluster of embellishments here, and then I want to do a little cluster here, and I just need one more thing, one more something to put there. I don't know what. This would have been good. Yes, please. Doesn't really work in the space. Well, I think it's okay. I think it might be possible to just put nothing there. But I'd like to put just a little tiny bit of something. Okay, here's a little bit of this orange that is up here. And maybe I can work that in. And maybe this here. Oops. Oh gosh. Okay, so that was a blunder. This is real life scrapbooking, people. I'm the girl across the table from you at the crop. Which is funny because I don't actually go to crops. I think there's a bunch of like National Scrapbooking Day crops. I did go to a National Scrapbooking Day crop like a million years ago, and what was so funny is it was just such a race for me. Like I just felt like I had to go as fast as I could, and okay, so is this the best? No, but it's done. It's I think that's gonna be. Oh, here's one more little something that maybe I could put on here. So this is kind of like, I'm kind of using like, you know, thankful, give thanks, that sort of thing. Which it's not a Thanksgiving layout, but we were pretty thankful to be there and have arrived where we were going to be skiing. And we were eating and we were really hungry, so that's why this theme kind of works for me. So I think what I'll do is I will go ahead and do the journaling off camera, and then I'll be back to read it to you, and then I think I'll be about done. Okay, I'll be back in a second. So I broke my little embellishment rule. Oh well, that happens. I'll be back. Okay, and she's done. This is the page. I just added this little sticker, which doesn't correspond to anything else, but it did say, you know, be silly, which I thought was pretty appropriate. So, yeah. So this, my journaling says, we were so happy to be finished with the drive from Debbie's to the New Hampshire mountains. We were so hungry and a bit slap happy from the 2-hour drive, which made me so thankful that we didn't drive all the way from Florida. We had delicious cheeseburgers, and we were anxious to check into the hotel, to check out the town of North Conway, New Hampshire, and to get onto the ski slopes. The long wait was finally over. So we get to ski once a year. So that's, not only was the long wait, like, we had gotten to New Hampshire and hadn't skied immediately, but also, and we did have a lot of fun, but we just usually get straight to the slopes, so that was a little different for us. But yeah, we also have to wait a whole year. So there's the page. Ta-da! And now I am done. So the wait is over. I'm done with this kit. So I've made 9 pages, and I'll just show you. This was number 9, number 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And they really did take on kind of a travel theme. Most of them had, except for this one. This one had to do with Mother's Day. But I think just about every other page I made had something to do with travel, even though it wasn't a travel, I didn't put it together as a travel kit. I guess this one didn't have to do with travel either. So 2 out of the 9 didn't have to do with travel, but that was a pretty travel-y kit. So thanks for watching. Yay, I'm done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, I'll just show you. I think I'm going to put this into a plastic envelope, and then I will get started on my next kit. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. Hold on just a sec here. Okay, and also I'm totally aware that I said I was going to get rid of all sorts of things, which I should totally do, but groovy. I'm not sure I'm going to do that right this second. I know. I don't know. I think with me and purging, it sometimes just has to happen when I feel like a big burst of inspiration to do that. So I'm not feeling that at this second. What I'd rather do is get started on my next kit. So I'm just going to kind of load up this whole kit into this plastic envelope here. Like everything. So everything that's on my desk will just go in to this envelope here. Even the stuff that I said I was going to get rid of. I know. What can you do? So, but, hey, I'm honest. I'm honestly telling you what I'm doing here. A couple things. I think that these three I didn't necessarily really pick for the kit, and they go in this little drawer that I have for embellishments. Oh my gosh, I never use the sassafras. Oh, I can't believe I didn't do that. Anyways, I didn't, so oh well. But this is, now I'm kind of clearing the decks as far as my desk goes. I'm even going to put, I know, the jar of eyelets in the drawer. And I would really like to go through those and get rid of them. Now this little paper pad is full of tiny little scraps that need to be corralled. So let me just show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to put all these sticker sheets and everything else right in here. There's a lot of stuff. There's still a lot of like pretty awesome stuff in here actually. I'm also going to not put these back with the kit. Those are pretty generic. But everything else, I'm just kind of clearing my whole desk space so that this kit is going to be over, and then I can start on a new kit that has a completely different color scheme. And I'll show you what I have in mind in just a second. But first I just wanted to show you that it's really, it's one of my favorite things to do to clear the decks. So what that means is I make these little packs of things, and then every once, you know, and then at some point in the future, I'll go back through and I'll find this, and I'll, you know, some of it will really speak to me as stuff I still love, and others of it I'm going to be like, I'm so over that. Maybe I'll get rid of it at that time, but in the meantime, oh, there's one more thing I'm going to pull out from this kit, and it was these little hearts. But otherwise, everything can get put into this envelope that says groovy, which is a little misleading, but I found that, yeah, it's better to label things, but even if I don't, I can take a quick look at that and remember very quickly what it is. And now that whole kit is back into an envelope, and I can just put this on my shelf and start with a clean slate with the next project. So are you wondering what my next project is going to be? I will show you. I'll show you just a little bit. So I've had this over on my kind of sidebar, and it keeps calling to me. So I have some Heidi Swap little embellishments from, I guess it's from her like memory planner. It says foil pocket cards, and then I have this Serendipity 6x6 pad from, oh, I want to say that's Dear Lizzie. It is Dear Lizzie. So this is going to be my new color palette. Probably not this Atlantic collection, but that will be, I think that definitely will be soon on my horizon to make a kit from that. These stickers, which are called Goodness, they are from, oh, let's see, I don't know what they're from. I'm trying to see what they're, oh, I guess that's just different languages. Goodness, I don't know who made those, but this like bright yellow is kind of what, the bright yellow in combination with the aqua and the hot pink is really attracting me right now. Some other stickers, and then this isn't the whole kit, but this is the base of my kit. So what's going to be kind of a little bit more fun about this kit is I'm not going to have like 100-year-old basic gray papers. I gotta tell you, that started to get to me after a little while. And then, so then there's this polka dot party. So it's the Dear Lizzie Serendipity, and the Polka Dot Party, which they look like all the same colors to me. There's probably like a slight difference of palette, but I don't think it's much. But we've got that bright, almost neon yellow, hot pink, aqua, some navy blue, a little bit of peach, some mint green, yep, and a little bit of black, like a charcoal black. But that's going to be my next, so I'll show you, I'll make another video as far as putting together that kit, but that's going to be my next kit, and I will again challenge myself to do 9 layouts because I think that works pretty well. So yeah, okay, thanks for watching, bye.